What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about two cryptos today that I hold near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk about XCN, Onyx Protocol, and BlueZell, BLZ today. There's a specific reason why I'd like to talk about these today, and that's because these are two coins that I have recently purchased. Actually, like when I say recently, I mean today I have purchased them. Though that's not true for BlueZell, I put a buy order in. I'll let you guys know where that buy order is when we get to the BlueZell segment. But for now, we're going to start off with XCN. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're at about 20% of a cent right now. I put my buy order in for BlueZell at 0.00195. XCN, not BlueZell. I'm sorry. Low to high here, 61869 area, holding support in this area. Tipped the 786. I do like what we're doing. I wouldn't really anticipate that we go lower, though if we do, I'm okay with holding for a loss, because if we go lower, I very much do doubt that we would go below this low. We could go below that low, and at which case I would think, we'll see some kind of rapid recovery. I think we're in the phase right now, similar to this last time, similar to the time here before we were moving up, where we're just kind of moving sideways. So if we go lower, it might be by trivial amounts, and if we go higher, it could be by a lot more. But as of right now, looking at the daily RSI, it does look like we're showing some strength. Okay, we've broken out of this downtrend on the that was not a straight line, not even close. Something like that. That's barely a straight line, but we've broken out of the downtrend in the daily RSI. You can see it, right? Broken out of that channel, and instead of rejecting off of the 50, we've actually hovered in this area. This actually, where it looked bad at first, it kind of looked not good. It looks resilient is what it looks like to me. Lower low right here. Let's see if we got a higher low. That would be nice, but I don't know. We don't. It's a lower low. So I mean, not that really matters, but it would have been nicer to see a higher low nonetheless. Wrestling with this 123 moving average, clearly not respecting it at all, and that's okay. It does seem that we respected it at times, but that might be the only instance right there. So looking at the relative fib on the daily, low to high here, we tipped the 618 with this most recent move down. That's a nice look. Also, however, we have found a little resistance on the 382 multiple times, though it doesn't seem to be sending us down. So I am curious to see what happens. The 4-hour RSI also looking a little bit weak but resilient at the same time. You just can't get oversold. And if this was the other way around, if you were like up here, as nice as that looks, if you can't get overbought, that's not a nice look. So I kind of do like the way this RSI looks, where most cases I probably not like it, but because I'm holding this coin, that's why I like it. No, I like it because it genuinely is being resilient. It won't even get oversold, right? Over here it did, over here it's not. So, and it has every reason to, but you have no problem being overbought, but you have a problem being oversold. So I really do like that. And I like that look off the relative fib that you have here as well. Looking at the daily, one more time here, let's see. Low to high, high to low, 382 resistance. You need to get above that 236, man. You've closed below it with yesterday's price action. You need to get back above there immediately. Don't mess around, man. If you do mess around, okay, the likelihood of you going lower than this low, it's there. And in which case, this is probably not an ideal area to buy, but my average so far was at 2.6 or 0.0026, I should say, right around here, just below the screen line. With today's purchase, I've brought that average down tremendously. So if it goes lower, I can always buy more and continue to bring that average down. I'm not really worried about it at all. I do see a lot of potential for XCN, you guys. I see a lot of potential. The reason why I bought this coin today is because of how much potential I see in it. Okay, I was going through my whole portfolio of coins, going through coins that I'm interested in buying, going through coins that I have bought. And when I looked at XCN, I was doing pessimistic outlooks, right, for how much these things could gain. I was being as pessimistic as possible. Well, maybe not as pessimistic as possible, but looking for the lowest of price projections, right? And for this one, from the current price, if we were to see a new all-time high, the 1272 is a 214x. Okay, that's the minimum extension. That's the minimum expectation in the extended range, assuming that you see a new all-time high, which I'm assuming, right? Based off this nice soft curve of a low, based off the volume coming in, getting you out of the low, I'm assuming. Let's say you don't even do that, right? Let's say you don't even hit the 1272. You don't even get new all-time highs, and that's the minimum of the extensions. You could go higher, 200, a 200x, potentially 400x, potentially higher. Is that possible given the market cap? We'll go over that. We'll go over that in a second. But I think the market cap. Maybe I can pull it up here actually. 54 million. Let's call it 55 million. 10x would be 550 million. 100x would be 5.5 billion. A 200x would be 11 billion. So yes, that's absolutely possible. A 400x would be a $22 billion market cap. And that is, if you guys have been in crypto, you know that those are achievable numbers in one cycle. Absolutely they are. But let's say you don't even see that. Let's say you see the 886, a deep extension. Well, even at its like worst of worses, you could see a 30x in this thing. So I think that's pretty incredible. That's like actually almost like a 31x even. But yeah, that's kind of why I bought this. I see a lot of potential in it. I do think, you know, besides just my own personal bias, there clearly is interest in this thing, right? We're seeing some of the most volume we've ever seen. I really do like buying things that are at a major discount, which this thing absolutely is. And the way that this it's just very nice, soft curved, and as you're coming out of it, you're getting these little spikes of movement and volume. It's a really nice look. So hopefully we can continue that. Hopefully whenever things really get going, we'll just tear up some multipliers here. But anyways, XCN, you guys, I'm getting lost in the possibilities there. Looking at the weekly RSI, it looks fine. You know, it's not really a whole lot to go off of. You could go lower with that, you know, definitely could go lower. But again, where you're at right now, based off this fib, it would kind of make sense that you've already found your low. If not, you might go down as low as 0.0014. You're at 0.00196 right now, but that's just my personal opinion. So that's XCN. Let's move on to BlueZell. I feel like man, in all my videos tonight I've been rambling. I don't know what it is. It's like I hate the sound of my own voice tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's see. Binance. Let's see. This is one that I also put a buy order in for today, right? 33.6 cents, 0.59 cents, whatever. That's where it's at right now. I put my buy order in at 30 cents itself. I do think that we're going to go back down to 30 cents. That's just my personal expectation. If we don't, then whatever. I can always buy at higher prices. I think BlueZell has a lot to go as well. The reason I really wanted to buy BlueZell was from my video that I made yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago actually, talking about, let's see, where is it? Top crypto comparisons. Comparing out of all the coins that I compared to Bitcoin in that video, Celestia, BlueZell, Bitcoin Cash, and Solana performed the best versus Bitcoin out of like 20 or 50 cryptos. I don't know how many cryptos I talked about, man. Originally it was 17, but we went on to more, maybe like 20 to 30 cryptos. Well-known cryptos, less-known cryptos, but mainly well-known cryptos and coins that I hold, that I talk about on this channel. Out of all of them, Celestia, I believe, was first place, Solana second place, BlueZell was third place, and Bitcoin Cash came in fourth. So being that my biggest hold is in Bitcoin Cash, I decided, you know, if BlueZell has been doing better against Bitcoin since the bear cycle low, I might as well add to the stack. So that's why I've done that here. But I am being a little bit patient. I think that we really could see prices go a little bit lower. Looking at the weekly RSI crossing below the 50 here, looking at the daily RSI, kind of looking lackluster as well. I don't like playing the game with BlueZell. I kind of hate that I haven't just bought already, but I do think I can snag a 10% discount from the current price, a little bit more than that, right? So we're doing that. I'm actually thinking that the price could go even lower, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. It definitely remains to be seen. Relative low to relative high. You already hit that. You've done this so many times, man. It really could have found its low already, but I'll let you guys know when I buy BlueZell, if I buy it down here. If the price does go above the screen line, if we see prices above 35.5 cents, I will probably just submit a buy order and fold on the idea of the price going lower, and that's when we will see it dump. You know, that's how that happens. So if anybody's waiting to buy BlueZell, the best advice I could give you would be wait till I buy, give it a day or two, and then it'll be lower, right? Maybe not. I don't know. it's really not a bad area to buy right now at 33.6 cents. Going to the possibilities of BlueZell, right? That's another part of why I wanted to buy some more. If we look at the relative all-time high to the all-time low, actually, not relative, but the all-time stacks there, the minimum target would be $3.84. We're at about 33.5 cents now, so that is about a 11x. I would think BlueZell, though, with its pent-up aggression that it's had, being that it's been essentially consolidating all of its life for multiple cycles now, right? Or at least one full bear cycle, one full bull cycle. It's been consolidating. I would think the minimum extension is not even to be considered as the minimum extension. Technically it is that, but I genuinely think this 1414 being a 24x, 23x, whatever, to the 1618 potentially being a 65x, 64x. I think those are to be considered. I would look at this 1618 genuinely. If we go to the market cap, which I don't need CoinGecko for, I keep forgetting TradingView's implemented cryptos now. $143 million in market cap value. A 10x, or I guess we already have it, 64x from 143 million. I don't know. Was it 64x? Nope, not 34. 64x times 143. So this is in millions. Okay, so 1,000 would be billion. 9,000. So that's $9 billion. Just seeing a 64x would be a $9 billion market cap. So can BlueZell, a stock or a crypto that's been around since 2018, been through two bear cycles now, one bull cycle, going on its second bull cycle. If it were to break new all-time highs, could it see a market cap of over $10 billion? I think it could. Could this coin, that out of all the coins I reviewed in this video here, top crypto comparisons versus Bitcoin, I did that 2 days ago. If this is one of the top performers out of all of those coins, does this coin deserve a market cap that's worth several billions, maybe even tens of billions of dollars by the end of the cycle? I think it does. And I personally don't think it's going to stop at $22. Again, I was just being pessimistic. I think that you could see a $100 price, if not around $100, just above, just below, by the end of the cycle, which would be 305x on BlueZell. Do not buy these coins simply because I've bought them. You see some guy on YouTube buy them and talk about them and ramble on about them for however long I've been doing it. It's not a good enough reason to buy. Look into them. Look into them yourself. Determine if it makes sense to you, if it seems good enough for you to buy. I would encourage watching this video here if you want some encouragement on BlueZell. None of what I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do share any and all interesting findings I do, and I also share what it is I'm doing. Hence the reason why I'm making this video, illustrating, or not illustrating, but illuminating the very real fact that I bought some Onyx coin today, and I have placed buy orders for BlueZell, of which I'm kind of like, man, should I just buy here at 36 cents? The highest price that I bought was 26 cents. It's at 33.6 cents, not 36 cents. Highest price that I bought was 26 cents, and this is a little bit higher, but I don't know, man. I really do like BlueZell. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like I need more of it. I want more of it. So maybe I'll just fold and buy. He tipped the once. I don't know, man. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, why was I waiting for lower prices? Why do I have a lower buy order in? I could have bought hours ago, man. I could have bought below 33 cents. I could have bought a whole cent lower, and I'm being stingy over here. The reason why it might be this, okay, it might be the 4 hour, because we haven't actually done anything yet, but we're right on the precipice of doing something. Yeah, we had higher highs with the lower highs. Even now we have higher highs with lower highs. Okay. I'm a little bit more convinced now that waiting might be worth it, but maybe I'll move my buy order up to like 32 cents instead of 30 cents. Anyways, at any rate, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing when I'm doing it. As of right now, I do have the buy order set at 30 cents. I did buy some XCN, and I do plan on buying this. These are the next 2 purchases that I have in mind. There are several coins that I'm interested in buying, but I just can't seem to get away from some of these coins that I already have invested in. So I have a problem with adding to the stack instead of diversifying. But to each their own, you know, some people need 100 different assets to diversify into. Me, you know, I think I think 10, 5 to 10 is probably fine. If I had 20 or more, I'd be overwhelmed. I'd want to consolidate personally. But there are a lot of good projects out there. I mean, honestly, it probably wouldn't take much convincing for me to diversify into 20 projects. I can think of 10 right now that I'm interested in buying. So if I had enough cash on the side, I mean, I guess I could see that. But I normally just go with what I'm most convicted in, and then I start spreading out through those, so I don't know, just yammering on at this point. So with that, I'm probably going to end the video. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to play the music and look at the chart real quick, a little bit longer, see if I'm missing anything. A little tweezer bottom there. He had a tweeze there. You like these tweezer bottoms. I don't know. Relative fib, low to high. 786. It's not terrible. Daily RSI not even getting oversold. That actually is a good look too. It's just the 4 hour, but man, the 4 hour is like 1 cent away from convincing me. Not even a cent away from convincing me. So I don't know, man. Time will tell. Yeah. I'm holding out. I think this will be a lower high. Holding out for a lower low, relatively speaking, somewhere right around there. I think that's what I was looking at. Instead of the 786, finding support on the 886, just below 30 cents. So I put my buy order actually just above 30 cents, but like 30 and a half, a little bit below 30 and a half. So hopefully it hits. If not, I will happily, literally happily, I will buy up around 34 to 35 cents. But for now, hoping and believing that we will go lower, but we're really close to disproving that. All we have to do really is break this structure, which we're at the top of now, so we just have to pierce through it a little bit. That's it. But going on repeating the same stuff, and that's all I got. So take care, bye bye, see you on the next one.